good. Phil Curry.
From Australian Financial Review.
Mr Turnbull, to you first. Your government at home at the moment is considering a change to the bureaucracy regarding the security apparatus. Some speculation has been around adopting a British-style Home Office. I'm just wondering on your discussions here, is that feeding into your decision-making in that process? And to both of you on an issue of grave mutual concern to both our countries, there's a real risk there may not be an Ashes series this year because of the players' strike in Australia. I was just wondering whether either of you would like to reflect on the likelihood of that not happening, and did you have any advice to the negotiating parties in Australia?
Well, I'll answer the question about the Home Office, and then I think Theresa should go first on the cricket, and I'll conclude on the cricket. But as far as the UK has an integrated Home Office, in fact Theresa was the Home Secretary, and in which they have all of their domestic security agencies, MI5, police and border protection, immigration is all part of that. That's been the case for a very long time. Obviously we're very always interested in learning about the British experience. As far as administrative arrangements in Australia with respect to national security, I just repeat what I've said many times, is this is no place for set and forget. We have to be dynamic, agile, constantly asking, can we improve the way our agencies are keeping Australians safe? And we will always continue to seek to improve them, and I've demonstrated that with the cybersecurity strategy already and some of the matters I've raised. I've demonstrated that with the laws that we've changed, not domestic counter-terrorism laws. We have, as you know, as the Australians know, we've passed laws that will enable a decision of a court on the application of a court for a person who is in jail for a terrorist offence to be kept in jail after the expiry of their sentence if they are judged to be a continuing threat. A tough law, no doubt about that, but it's an example of the changes that I've made. Also, we've made changes to our criminal code so that our troops in the field in the Middle East are able to target and kill terrorists, whether they are active combatants with a gun or a bomb or a knife in their hand, or whether they're in the back office planning or doing logistics or something else. So we will always seek to improve our national security arrangements to keep Australians safe. This is no place for set and forget. So, cricket.
Well, I'll go, but just to reiterate, though, from the UK's point of view in terms of counter-terrorism, we also look, and we are doing, after the number of attacks that we have seen here in the UK, of course 4 terrorist attacks in just around 3 months, but 5 other attacks foiled by our security services and police during that same time frame. So as we see terrorism breeding terrorism, as we see people using the crudest means to conduct these terrorist attacks, we need to look at whether our powers and capabilities are the right ones for being able to deal with this threat, and that's what we're doing at the moment. But we're also working internationally, of course, in dealing with the online threat, which we've both referred to, and crucially at the G20, a very good discussion about how we deal with terrorist financing, which is another important element that we need to address.